Imagine abusing your authority as a police officer, believing no one could challenge your power, only to meet someone who flips the script entirely. Corrupt cops like Len Davis thought they could cover up their crimes, but they underestimated the consequences of crossing the wrong people. Some, like Joseph Midzianowski, faced life behind bars, while others, like Eppolito and Caracappa, didn't make it out of prison alive. What happens when corruption meets justice? Join us as we check out stories of corrupt officers who got what they deserved.
Michael Dautro.
Our first story unfolds in New Jersey with Michael Dautro, who was once a promising officer in the Edison Police Department of New Jersey. With 17 years of service and numerous accolades, he was known for his dedication and bravery. However, beneath his polished image lay a different life, one filled with intimidation, revenge, and abuse of power that would eventually destroy his career. Dautro's aggressive behavior towards his colleagues and superiors became increasingly evident. He employed tactics ranging from subtle intimidation to outright threats, creating an environment of fear within the department. Those who challenged his authority found themselves on the receiving end of his wrath, a troubling departure from his duty as an officer. In May 2013, Dautro's reign of terror reached its peak, the maximum sentence of 11 years for peers in to serve in jail. In a shocking act of revenge, he set fire to his superior officer's home while the captain and his family were asleep inside. The motive behind this heinous act was a simple disciplinary action at work. Fortunately, the captain's family managed to escape unharmed, but the incident triggered an investigation that would expose Dautro's web of corruption. The investigation revealed a disturbing pattern of criminal misconduct, like slashing a woman's tires in a fit of rage and buying marijuana while in uniform. Fellow officers who had long been silenced by fear began coming forward with their stories. Internal affairs investigations uncovered evidence that describes a man who believed himself above the law he had sworn to uphold. The thin blue line that had protected him began to crumble under the weight of mounting evidence. In 2017, justice finally caught up with Dautro. Facing multiple charges, he accepted a plea deal that resulted in a 20-year prison sentence. In 2017, Dautro faced the consequences of his actions. He was sentenced to 20 years in prison. Meanwhile, Dautro's tough sentence showed how badly he betrayed his duty. He was similar to the next corrupt cop who also misused his police role to commit a wide range of crimes.
He had had a shining reputation during his 22 years with the Chicago Police Department. Joe Miedzanowski, he was a very good cop. He can make good arrests. His fellow officers admired his commitment, and his superiors praised his seemingly flawless record. In the narcotics unit, however, behind this carefully crafted image was a criminal mastermind who earned the notorious title of Chicago's most corrupt cop. During the day, Miedzanowski served as a respected narcotics officer, but at night, he ran an elaborate drug trafficking operation that spanned from Chicago to Miami. His position in law enforcement gave him the perfect cover. He used police resources to protect his drug dealers, made false arrests to eliminate competition, and even supplied his network with drugs seized by the police. Miedzanowski's criminal operation functioned like a well-oiled machine. He had a network of informants who were also drug dealers, using his authority to shield them from prosecution while taking a portion of their earnings. He tampered with police databases, warned dealers about upcoming raids, and provided them with surveillance equipment used by law enforcement. Miedzanowski's downfall began when one of his trusted associates became a whistleblower. This informant's testimony opened the door for federal agents to uncover a web of corruption that shocked even experienced investigators. Wiretaps revealed Miedzanowski's open discussions about drug deals, witness intimidation, and police corruption. Federal prosecutors constructed a strong case against him, presenting evidence of how he abused his police powers to facilitate drug trafficking, hinder investigations, and threaten witnesses. The trial revealed how he turned his police unit into a personal criminal operation, using his badge as a means for profit instead of protection. The verdict came quickly, as he was found guilty on all charges. The judge sentenced Miedzanowski to life in prison, stating that his actions had betrayed everything the badge represents. His empire collapsed, taking down several accomplices along with it. The investigation resulted in multiple convictions and exposed systemic weaknesses in the oversight mechanisms of the Chicago Police Department. In 2020, Miedzanowski sought a sentence reduction under the First Step Act, but was denied. In 2022, two men, Juan and Rosando Hernandez, whose murder convictions Meade had allegedly framed them for, had their convictions overturned and were granted a retrial. Their lawyer argued that another detective, Reynaldo Guevara, had framed the brothers at Miedzanowski's request.
A former detective with the Chicago Police Department left behind a trail of allegations involving the abuse of citizens and the violation of their trust. Chicago has been haunted by stories of police misconduct for years, but the case of Reynaldo Guevara is among the most shocking. Detective Reynaldo Guevara built his reputation in Chicago's tough streets during the 1980s and 1990s. His impressive track record of solving high-profile murder cases earned him praise from superiors and media alike. Behind this facade of success lurked a dark truth that would take decades to unravel. Guevara's playbook of corruption read like a manual for police misconduct. He systematically coerced false confessions through physical violence and psychological manipulation. His tactics saw him threatening suspects' families, fabricating witness statements, and orchestrating false identifications in police lineups. These methods led to dozens of wrongful convictions, predominantly targeting Latino men in Chicago's Northwest Side. The first cracks in Guevara's carefully constructed web appeared when Yak Rivera, who spent 21 years in prison for a murder he didn't commit, won his freedom in 2011. Rivera's case sparked a chain reaction. Investigative journalists from the Better Government Association and BuzzFeed News began digging deeper into Guevara's cases, uncovering a pattern of misconduct spanning decades. Their investigations revealed that at least 51 people claimed Guevara framed them, and there were multiple instances of witnesses being coached to identify specific suspects. The exposure gained momentum as more victims came forward. Juan Johnson, another wrongfully convicted individual, won on a $21 million civil rights lawsuit against Guevara in 2009. The floodgates opened as courts began reviewing cases tied to the corrupt detective. When called to testify about his misconduct, Guevara repeatedly invoked his Fifth Amendment rights, refusing to answer questions about his investigative methods. This silence spoke volumes, leading judges to overturn conviction after conviction. The financial toll on Chicago continues to mount. The city has paid over $50 million in settlements related to Guevara's cases. His actions have destroyed countless